it's Hailey, and today is Bookmas Day 4, so we're going to be talking about our top 4 underrated reads of 2016. So just really quickly before I start, if you've been watching all the Bookmas videos, you know what I'm going to say, but if you are participating in Bookmas on whatever platform, whatever social media you choose to use, don't forget to be hashtagging Bookmas and hashtag BookmasTBR and tag me in whatever you're posting so then I will see it and you guys will have the chance to be featured in my next video. So these aren't necessarily books that came out in 2016, but 3 out of the 4 are, so you can either do most underrated reads that you read in 2016 like I did, or most underrated reads that came out in 2016. Whatever you want to do, this one's kind of open to interpretation. So the first underrated read that I wanted to talk about is The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. This one has a beautiful cover that really intrigued me, but it also has a really beautiful story on the inside, and it's a really important story, and I'm really glad that I ended up getting this book when I went to Indigo's home office, because I don't know if I would have ended up buying it otherwise, but I'm so glad that I read it because it was fantastic, and I just think that it is a really important read nowadays, especially for women, but I mean equally as much for men too, because I think it's important to share the message that this book has across the board. So this book was fantastically done. It has a really weird but great story and really important morals. Next on my list is With Malice by Eileen Cook. I'm not generally a huge fan of mystery or thrillers or anything like that. It's just not really my jam, but this one I really enjoyed. It's about a girl who she went on a vacation in Italy for a school trip, and then she comes back and she wakes up from basically a coma. I don't know what you would call it, but she wakes up and she doesn't remember days from before, so she's lost her memory, and she finds out that her best friend has died, and there's this whole mystery surrounding it. So it's a really cool story to watch unfold. My only problem was the payoff a little bit, but I think it's still worth the read because it's really good all the way through. It's just the payoff. Next up is Exit Pursued by Bear by E.K. Johnston. This book, once again, is really important and I think deals with some interesting topics, and it does it in an interesting way that makes it so it's not really intimidating, and it's something that everyone could read this book. And it's kind of ish a Shakespeare retelling, not really, it's just some of the characters. Like Exit Pursued by Bear is a line from The Winter's Tale, so some things are borrowed from The Winter's Tale, but for the most part it isn't really a retelling. It's just kind of basing it off of that because there are a few similarities. But someone texted me. But nonetheless, once again, this book was really well done, really important read, and I'm really happy that there are 2 Canadian authors on this list. Canada Pride. And the final book on this list is the only one that didn't come out in 2016, and that is Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. This book really surprised me. I was very pleasantly surprised because I ended up enjoying it way more than I thought I would. I thought it would just kind of be like a selection, fluffy, easy read, but this was intense, action-packed right from the beginning, and I loved it, and I'm really looking forward to continuing with the series, seeing where the characters end up and seeing what is happening. I just think this book was so fabulous, and I'm really looking forward to continuing. So those are my 4 top underrated books of the year. Keep in mind, some of these books may be repeated in further videos in Bookmas, just because it is kind of a top of the year. So I'm trying not to repeat them too much, but just so you know, just an FYI. So yesterday you guys showed me your top 3 book adaptations for 2017 that you're really looking forward to. So here are some of those for you guys.
So first off, on Instagram we have Super Sweet Photography with her pics, as well as this adorable little floofy ball with his sweater. Oh, I just want to touch him and hug him and love him. Next up on YouTube we have Xiaomi's Book Tales. I believe that was how it's pronounced, but I'm not entirely sure. She will be linked down below though nonetheless, but she has some really awesome pics for her most anticipated adaptations. Then on Twitter we have Shoshi Reads with her pics. She has a great selection here. I'm really interested in Before the Fall by Lauren Oliver. I just haven't read it yet, but I will probably see the movie, but read the book first. And finally, we have Reading Between Oceans on her blog with some amazing adaptations that she has selected that I'm also looking forward to.
And I'm also going to turn it over once again to present day Hailey so then you can see where she's at with her reading.
Hey guys, so I just got off of work. I was working all night, so I wasn't able to read anything in the evening, and even on my breaks I spent them editing future Bookmas videos rather than reading like I usually do, so I didn't get a ton of reading done today, but I actually did end up finishing finishing 2 more books, which I'm excited about, but they were really short books, and that's kind of why I was able to actually finish them. So the first one is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. I was able to finish this one and I really enjoyed it. And then I also was able to start and finish The Little Prince, which I had been really looking forward to reading. The cover is very reflective. Oh my god. Hilarious. Okay, but yeah, so I don't know what the cat wants, but I'm gonna go and see whatever the cat wants, and my reading has been okay, but we'll see how I do tomorrow. I am so thrown off by that because she has never done that.
So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you want to be featured in my next video, to hashtag Bookmas, hashtag Bookmas 2016, and tag me in it so then I can see it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Bookmas Day 5. Bye!